everyone. Good night through, and thanks for joining Lawrence and myself here on Sports Scene. Hope you all have been well. Lawrence, how's it going?
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, Dee. And finally, the Brisbane Broncos won, and yeah, I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll take it 1 week at a time.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
All right. Now, look, NRL has been going great. We have Digital Cup happening, but on to rugby league in country, there's been a lot of losses over the last couple of weeks. There was Don Fawkes, and now we have Andrew Stone's passing as well.
Yep. Look, unfortunate for Andrew Stone, who passed away earlier on this week, to his young family and to his dad as well, Jamuga.
Yeah.
Look, our condolences. On behalf of all of us here at Sports Scene, and also to late Jack Kader. Both gentlemen I knew very well personally, and yeah, it's just a reminder that life is just so precious, and we just need to be able to take a grasp of everything.
Absolutely. Now, in the lineup, we have the highlights of Digital Cup Round 2, and we feature a new concept called Gym in a Box, and we check out what transpired at the POM Netball Association AGM. Lawrence, what do we have for the scoreline? Yeah,
I got to check out the NRL scoreline for round number 9. And on Thursday night, the Roosters were just too good against the Cowboys, 42-16. The Titans, 16-12 over the Nomads, the New Zealand Warriors. They're staying in Australia just so the competition can keep running. The Rabbitohs, 18 against West Tigers, who lost 10. Penrith Panthers 56 over the Sharks 24. A high-scoring match there. There you go. You can see it all yourself. The Brisbane Broncos 26 over the Bulldogs 8. I got to say though, it wasn't really much of a game. But anyway, we've got the win.
Yeah.
Melbourne Storm 20 over the Raiders. They lost Josh Hodgson there for a knee-ending surgery there, so he's off. Parramatta Eels to stay on top of the ladder. They beat the Knights 10-4, and the Dragons winning 34-4 against the Sea Eagles. All right, we've got the Digital Cup and all the highlights for you right now from Port Moresby right through the Lea.
This time they're in.
Gorka Bintagor Lahanis managed to narrow the margin but were not able to record a win, losing to NCDC POM Vipers 12-10.
Good off ball there coming from the batsman. The ball is gone to the ground, knocked all over the place. The referee says play on, and the Hustle has got the ball now for the Lahanis. He's dragged out from behind. He picks up the ball play from the number 14 in the Manu Soli. But it is here remaining as the Lahanis now have the ball back. So he's back to the ground there, plays it back. Knock on and right on the trunk of full time.
Kimber Cutters, on the other hand, did a comeback from round 1, beating Wagi Tumbes 14 points to 4.
That was the field. And we get the ball. And it looks like it's going to be a fair try here to the Cutters. Knock on by Tumbe. And there it is.
And competition leader the Gurias are still maintaining the winning streak, this time by another massive 38 points to Gulfisos 2.
Inside their red zone. Going to place the ball in over now. Seems the gap goes right through. It's got the ball on the outside, Terry Wami. And Wami's got it. Shut the gate. Wami goes in for his second try.
Play Tigers for one gave the Barries a 40-10 beating.
Just going through their paces. Inside ball. Another break. Joshua joining in the line as he got the legs. And Joshua is there.
While over in Ley, Roger Lacker's side, the Mioks, came so close, but Hella Wigman managed to come out on top in a 19-18 full-time scoreline. And Mandy Moruks proved to be the better side this time, outdoing the Mount Hagen Eagles 22 points to 18.
That's the Digital Round 2 highlights for you. We'll take a break here and return with more on the other side.
Hey everyone, good night, and thanks for joining us here on Sports Scene. And right now, this evening on the studio, we've got Sir John Dawaninkura, the three-time president, I should say. Geez, that's like saying you're the three-time world champion of the boxing or something.
Yes,
how are you doing tonight, Sir John?
Very good, thanks, Laura. Yeah.
Dee?
This time last year we were all in Samoa, and now we're here back here in studio.
Yeah. What a team.
Yeah, what a team. Great times.
Back to reality, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, we'll jump straight into it, Sir John. Thank you very much for your time here tonight. PNGOC has events-based organization. With the lockdown, you know, with the SOE, where has that left PNGOC?
Well, basically, we have a 4-year cycle of events with the, let's say, Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games, we have the Pacific Games and the Mini Games, and in between we have also the Olympic Youth Games and the Commonwealth Youth Games. So very busy calendar on a 4-year cycle. And for this year, the Olympic Games obviously has been postponed to next year. Yeah. And with our fundraising events, the golf schedule for September, and we'll be having a discussion with Maybelline Fernandez, marketing manager from Trukai, 1st of August, just to see how things are panning out. And for the proposed Trukai Fun Run in November. But obviously everything's subject to COVID-19, so we'll just take one step at a time. And that's basically the program up to the end of the year. And otherwise we just focus on our normal activities through the Secretariat and the leadership of Wita Rapila, Secretary General and IOC member. And it's systems go, and we do have a new executive board. Yep. We had our first meeting last night, so it's great.
All right, Sergey, what are we expecting from PNGOC in the remaining part of the, more specifically, something you would like to highlight, probably something coming up that you'd like the public to know as well?
Well, say the pause that we have in activities because of COVID-19 gives us the opportunity to plan ahead. And at the board meeting yesterday, part of the discussion was on our strategic planning, because the board is responsible for governance and, say, directions, and under the capable and competent management of the Olympic Committee. And so strategic planning is part of the process, and our focus will be on services to National Federation, because that's the focus based on the results of the conversation during the Annual General Assembly on the 27th of June at Gateway. And so we have to focus on where we're going with relation to our plans for National Federations. And our 3 new members are Kayla Dick, Ian Malone and Tony Green. And obviously, in my opening remarks, I did say there is a mandate for us to follow. And apart from our objectives of taking Team PNG to our international competitions based on the 4-year cycle events, we also have to focus on what can we do better for national federations within financial constraints. Yeah.
Now, Sir John, look, let me just again congratulate you. Third term in office, and as per the Olympic Charter, I guess, is that correct? That this is your final term, or is this?
Well, this is the based on our constitution that executive board members can only serve 3 terms. Okay. And based on that, our other board members, Tamsin Morley, Mel Donald, and C.D. Yates, have now seen their term out, the 3 terms out, and it's my last term. And there's committees that we, other members that we have on the executive board have a 2-year term initially, and then that'll dovetail into a 4-year
so John,
rotation.
You've ticked all the boxes, I'm sure, for administration in sports. What else is left for you to do in your last term? What do you want to sort of achieve?
Basically, we always focus on athletes as our core business. And I think, not I think, but I know that the voices of national federations has to be heard, and we have to provide more services, as I said, within our financial constraints. And as I said in my opening remarks, I did invite the 3 new members to give us some input into where do we go next with this, being the advocates of change and focus to lift our organization to the next level, all-encompassing with the stakeholders, and that also includes the media as well as our corporate sponsors, the government obviously. And so it'll be a good team, and it's one team, one dream.
All right. Sergey, I think that's all for now. Lawrence, anything else?
No, look, thank you very much, Sir John. I think, you know, we look forward to hopefully the golf tournament and the fun run. I mean, we got to have a fun run this year. I mean, that's something that's always been on the calendar. I'm not too sure if I would run the fun run, but I'd walk through it.
I'll walk with you.
Yeah. Is there any final things you sort of want to say to the sponsors or just everyone watching right now?
Well, firstly, to our Vice Minister for Sports, Honourable Ramanai, and Wesley Ramanai, and as well as our Sports Minister, Honourable Prime Minister. It's exciting times ahead, despite COVID-19. It gives us the opportunity to plan, and obviously we will be knocking on your doors through the PNG Sports Foundation as our partners to take sports to the next level. Having set the stage after our resounding results in Samoa, we're excited to take the ball and run with it and maintain our level of performance. With that, it's not only the athletes, but also our officials and national federations, and we'll work across the board with our stakeholders. And I'd like to also thank our corporate sponsors for maintaining their support for us this year and hopefully next year.
Awesome work, Sir John. Always a pleasure having you on. Hopefully we have you on a bit later on when you can tell us the dates of the fundraising dates. That's it from Sir John. Thank you very much for your, for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, pleasure to be back.
We'll be back with more on Sports Scene.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. Gym in a Box is a new concept introduced last November by the Grasket Project. As the name says, it is gym in a box, and it comes in a box and it can be installed anywhere and used anywhere. For this first installation, Kilamala, a Badihagwa resident, made space for this pilot project to roll out in his yard, and so far it has already gained an attraction. And it is also proved to be the go-to place since the COVID-19 lockdown and the SOE period. Let's find out more.
It's a prototype and a pilot project. So what it has two parts in the box, and one part is the office and a clinic area. The other side is designed for storage and to store the equipment. So the container was built without the equipment. We're getting support from Grasket to source some equipment and for the gym. During the day, it's around 20 to 30 young people coming to use the gym, and average around 20. Yeah. So total of around 100 people coming to use the gym per week. During April and May, the month of May, and also June, we did a trial after the lockdown, try to look at the interest and the age group and what type of people are interested to use the facility. Yeah, but we're planning to put some small charges moving forward just to help us maintain with the general upkeeping. We definitely need the people to approach us, especially the ones living near the Badihago area, Hanover area, nearby villages, and also people out in town who are interested and wants to come and find out what's happening, and or need help. We're all willing to support that as well. Yeah, during the lockdown period, some players and athletes within the community came and approached me, see if they can use the facility to do some workout. One or two of them were part of Port Moresby Vipers squad, the big squad. He came and needed help from us, see if we can design some programs and help him with some workout during that time, so he can look better when he goes back to enjoying the squad.
Gym in a box, Lawrence. It's the first of its kind in the country, and it's proving to be convenient.
No, absolutely. I'm loving the concept of it.
Yeah.
And what timing? I mean, during COVID and all this happened, and boom, it's as if they've just unearthed it, and
it found its place.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's something that a lot of rural places around the country who are into sports and would like to have some form of high performance training, they can utilize Gym in a box as well.
Now, well done to Killa and also Grassket's project for putting it all together. All right, we'll take a break now and we'll brief you on what's coming up right here on Sports Scene.
Welcome back to the show. A quick update before we leave. The biggest association, the Netball Association in the country, Port Moresby Netball Association, over the weekend held its annual general meeting where an election for executives was also held. 17 clubs had representation at the AGM and participated in the elections that have now put forward the executive team for 2021 to 2022. Linda Ligo remains the president with Lynette Maha as the senior vice president, and Lua Riki stays on as the junior vice president. Vice treasurer is still Wendy Mareva. New injections includes Robin Walimu as treasurer, Emily Maha as secretary, and the vice secretary is Diane Lahari. We do wish them well as they work towards delivering another great season of netball next year, Lawrence.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's okay. You can put Diane as the vice president. That's okay.
For some reason, I was thinking of vice president. Yeah, okay. Diane, you're elevated to vice president.
Look, that's all good. We'll just talk very quickly about the Digital Cup. I got to just mention two games that'll be played. The Tigers versus the Gurias. This is going to be a massive game on Sunday up in Leh. And also, the Kimbe Cutters will take on the Central Dabaris. Cutters coming off a really good win against the Tumbe. And for the Dabaris, it's going to be a game that'll be a 1 minute silence in respect to, of course, late Andrew Stone and Jack Kader. So, good luck to all the teams that are going to be playing this weekend in Port Moresby and Leh. Now, let's move on to the NRL Premiership round number 10. And right now, this evening, the Roosters will take on the Raiders. A very tough match, I should say. Ricky Stewart's going to have a hard time trying to keep his men healthy. Roosters and Raiders on right now. On Friday night, tomorrow night, we've got the Melbourne Storms versus the Gold Coast Titans. And West Tigers, I believe, Benji Marshall is going to be back playing. against the Brisbane Broncos. Yeah, we should win. I mean, sorry, Brisbane should win. I shouldn't say we. On Saturday, St. George Dragons take on Canterbury Bulldogs. New coaches come in to play. Unfortunately, Dean Pay has exited from the Bulldogs, so I think they'll win. History shows that when a new coach comes in, they get the first win on the trot there. The Rabbitohs take on Newcastle Knights, and the last game on Saturday, Manly Sea Eagles versus the Parramatta Eels. All right, now on Sunday, all right, we've got these games coming up. New Zealand Warriors will take on the Cronulla Sharks, and the Penrith Panthers against the North Queensland Cowboys. Yeah, that's the latest from the NRL and also the Digicel Cup. Man, time certainly flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Denny, this is where we have to leave you all.
Oh, yes. Before we go, please do check out, for the ones in Palm, residents in Palm, please do check out the Port Moresby Indoor Cricket. It's something to check out this weekend. They're into week 3 of finals. They've just returned to the courts they've been using at the Amini Park, so that's something to check out. They'll be very strict with entry as well, so do go out there and find out if you're allowed access, or look for some means of getting in touch with them and check out the games there. Lawrence, any last
absolutely.
thoughts?
Good luck to them, and I think you're heading over to a village this weekend, huh?
I'm going to Hula, and I hope I'll return.
Yes,
safely.
I'm sure.
Yes, I
Hula's
will.
a very beautiful place.
Very beautiful. All right, this is where we'll leave you. Please do get in touch with us if you have a story tip or would like to participate on the show in any way. Also, for your sporting bodies or teams, athletes, you can reach out to us as well and share your lockdown NSO experience and your plans moving forward for the remaining part of the year.
Yeah.
Laurie?
Yeah, that's right. Please also email us as well, sports@mtv.com.pg. Otherwise, you can contact us here at MTV, PO Box 443. Come up to Level 2 Garden City. We're right here in Boroko. Or you can give us a call on 312-9200. Do visit our Facebook page, Sports Scene TV. Like the page, and all our episodes will be loaded on that as well.
All right, this has been another episode of Sportsin. Do tune in same time, same place next week. I'm Dinero Striko.
Yep, and I'm Lawrence Lahari.
Good night.
Good night.
Coming up next week.